Oh, goodness. Oh, gracious. Oh, goodness. Oh, gracious. Oh, goodness. Oh, gracious. There's a cool little echo effect there for a second. It happens. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. I love you. We got any early birds in here? Messy Duvall, what's up? Early birdie. Here for that pre-show. Be very quiet. I'm hunting Twantonians. Hey, J-Dog. No worries. No worries, Messy Duvall. You do what you gotta do. Live your life. When your life happens to intersect with mine, cool. And when it doesn't, that's fine. Oh, I got some leftovers from yesterday morning. So leftovers from episode 89. D. Steve, I bought the free game, then spent piles of money on it. Best way to unlock new companions. Play the event, play time gates. And look out for special promotions, because we just give away free stuff all the time. Oh, hello, Iomia. Another early bird. Trentonator71 question. This is a long one. I started playing in September and I just unlocked Trials of Tiamat. Nice. I'm pretty confident in my understanding of formation building, but not sure about Trials of Tiamat. Is there a way to join an existing campaign? Nope. Do I have to start my own campaign now? Yes. I mean, you can join someone's lobby that hasn't actually launched yet. But you can't join a campaign that's already going. And if so, what difficulty? Just start on normal. You have to beat the lowest difficulty to unlock the next one, and then the next one, and then the next one. Where do I find items to open more campaigns? Glory of Bahamut chests give you the items to start new campaigns, which are blood vials. And Glory of Bahamut chests are rewarded for completing Trials of Tiamat campaigns. So it basically feeds into itself. Just start with the basic one and go from there. And last, TG Nubis question. Will you get nerds? I'm assuming this is in regard to my new account, and the answer is yes, but only once they become available for purchase in the gem shop. Because then they're available for everyone equally. So at that point, I feel like it's fair. So whenever that happens, that's when I'll get them. Okay! And that's that, so I need to grab one other thing. One more thing. I forgot to get my script up, because even after 90 episodes, I don't have this memorized yet. But hey, it happens. Oh, and it reminds me, also need to do put that in, and now yeah! Greetings, champions, and welcome to Mars Guiding Hand. I am Mars, and this is Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms, a free-to-play, officially licensed Dungeons & Dragons formation strategy management game from Codename Entertainment. On this show, we take a look at the latest content, discuss strategies, and answer any questions that you may have about the game. So get cozy and join me, regardless of your skill level, like new players, old players, exactly medium players, whatever that metric might be. And join me for a while as we take a deeper look at all things Idle Champions. Today is Tuesday morning, December 7th, and in this 90th episode, we will be talking about pretty much whatever we want to talk about today, which is cool. We'll probably be talking about new account stuff, because I did start that new account. We'll talk about, well, time gates, why not? We'll talk, because I'm running a Nair's time gate right now. We can talk about that. And yeah, answering questions, whatever you guys want to do, really. This one is more open forum. You can think of it like that. Okay, so let's get started. Today's tea, by the way, is Breakfast in Paris by Stash. One of my favorite morning teas. Absolutely one of my favorites. Good morning to all of you. Good morning, good morning. Good morning. That was the morning song my mother would sing for me. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, champions. Good morning, Good morning to you. There. Sharing a little bit of my life with you all. So, this is where I've left off on my time gate. You saw me start this nearest time gate yesterday. You all voted for it. You all voted for me to start this nearest time gate. So, I did. And we are closing in on stage 1200. I don't think we'll quite reach that. This is already the highest I've ever been. I think my previous highest stage on any adventure was 1150, and now I'm at 1166. So you are seeing a new personal best, which feels pretty good. Nice. And, oh yeah, I haven't even Baloth stacked yet. I just realized that. Like, I've done my Orkira stacking already. She's at E21, giving a E19% bonus. But, yeah, I haven't even Baloth stacked yet. So this, probably something I'll need to... I can show how to Baloth stack. I can show how to Baloth stack on the show, actually. Why not? Let's start with that. But... also, I will point out, just to kind of get this started, so that we all know where I'm at in both of my games right now. Here's my new account. So, if you weren't here yesterday, then you missed the memo. I've started a brand new account on the Epic Game Store. This is brand new. What you're seeing me in right now, right here, is the second tutorial stage, the variant of the tutorial base adventure. So, basically, this is my invitation to party. No, that's a different show on G4 with B-Dave, and it's so cool. But this is my invitation. If you're a newer player, to come along with me, now that Guiding Hand is a daily show, you can join me every single day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We'll play this new account. And we'll learn things together. I'll show you like how to do stuff together as it becomes available to me in the game. I need to beat stage 35 to clear this variant. I'm on 22. Not worried about it, but I might end up having to farm on a few stages. Now, I just picked up Jarlaxle's Piracy ability, Master of Piracy. Increase gold find by 25% for each Drow or Rogue in the champion formation. Now, we don't have a lot of those right now, but Jarlaxle counts himself as either a Drow or a Rogue. He counts as one stack of Master of Piracy. So that is giving us a 25% bonus. Which is curious, because I now see this says 33% gold find. Oh, that's right. That's because we currently already have 6. Yeah. We have 6 Storm's Favor already. What the heck? Why is there a second notification? I must have messed something up. I set them up today. Yeah, so Naeli's already going down. Gonna need to level her up. I'm gonna take Life Domain, because Celeste is not reaching Naeli with her healing yet. Make sure to remove my core when stacking. Thank you, Lord Javax. Yes, I have gotten in the habit of doing that, so no worries. Ah, yes, I held off on taking the specialization for Brunor here so that I could explain. I explained this yesterday, but I'll do so again for the people in the back. What's up? We can either take Shieldmaster or Battlemaster. Now, Shieldmaster is just objectively better in a vacuum, because Shieldmaster gives you up to 250% increase bonus to Brunor's buff, which is all champions in his column. Battlemaster is just 100%, but Battlemaster is a flat rate increase, whereas Shieldmaster is like 10% per enemy attacking your formation, basically. And simply put, my Naeli, being utterly gearless right now, and low level, does not have the health and tankiness to survive that. So, we're gonna go with the Battlemaster, because that flat rate is better for us, currently. Ah, yes, and we have Martin, by the way. Martin is here with me, so if you have questions, put them in chat. Martin will grab them and put them in the document for me so that I can address them as they come up. All right. So we're just kind of just coasting along here. This is the slow stuff. So just assume this is happening in the background. And we'll play with this a little bit more. Martin is indeed on Pacific time, so all my pity, all of my love and adoration and pity, because you could not catch me alive at 7 o'clock in the morning. It ain't happening. No. In certain situations, I'm sure I would get up that early if I had to, but boy, I am not a morning person. See, it's a little after 10 a.m. here, so I'm fine. Boss Smasher, defeat 10 bosses. Cool. That's easy. Alright, so we're just going to let that one ride in the background. And I'm going to go ahead and switch my game. Back to my main account. Love that. So easy. I just got to click like 5 things. And it's like a seamless transition. No, there's a big black screen. There's definitely a scene there. Alright, so Baloth stacking. When people refer to Baloth stacking, or Jinn stacking, or Genie stacking, or Najim stacking, different names, but it's all the same thing, what they mean is this. Generous Jinn. Baloth's Jinn servant, Najim, will bring any champion that dies back to life at 1 HP and make them immune to all damage for 30 seconds. For as long as the resurrected champion lives, the body's damage is decreased by 600%. This ability has a 60-second cooldown. Yeah. So, if you do that for multiple champions, then it stacks. And it stacks very well. And I'll show you what that looks like. So I'm going to take Orkira out, because Orkira is going to prevent me from letting people die, and that's bad. I'm going to take my Modron Core off, and now we're going to let the enemies pile up. Oh, okay, so there's this little, like, ghosty thing. You can barely see that, but that means that it's taken effect. And now there's also a little, like, bearded person icon right there on Briv. Also very difficult to see, I know. But maybe it'll be easier to see on someone like Baloth, for example. So let me put Baloth in here next. And, oh, I need to take the familiars away. Off of all ultimates and off of clicking so that the enemies will get here faster. There we go. Okay, so pay attention to Baloth here. I'm going to move him. This little ghost thing and this this bearded person icon. That means it's working. It means it's working. Yes, you can affect Baloth himself with his own ability. Ideally, you want everyone affected by this ability. I need to get Briv again because I dropped it when I snapped my attention back to the chat for a second. He looks like Mario to you? It's amusing. Okay, there we go. And let's not do this on a boss stage. Let's just go back and forth for a few stages on this rotation here. That'll be good. Alright. And this really is as simple as it is. There's a cooldown period between. But look, we've only done 2 champions, and the total buff is already at E5%. So here's that cooldown timer. So you gotta outlast that. So you end up having to go back and forth a few times. There we go. Now it's taking effect on Omen. So I'm gonna switch Omen back, and I'm gonna get Averin in here. And then I'm just buying time until that cooldown runs out. It's like 60 seconds. So while I'm doing this, I will also attempt to answer questions. Sympaticos, I only have 1 hero available in my first 3 slots. Any recommendations on who I should unlock first for each of those? Slot 1, Orkira. The end. Get Orkira. That is it for slot 1. Absolutely. Oh my goodness. Deacon, if you want speed, however. But if you want power, Orkira. Absolutely, Orkira. Slot 2? Donar. If you want speed, go Whittle. If you want power, go Donar. Slot 3, Gromma or Omen. Gromma or Omen. Both are good. Both are useful. Gromma is a bit more universally applicable because she is both a support and a tank. Donar, however, I believe is better. Wait, what am I talking about? Not Donar. I mean Omen or Gromma. Omen or Gromma. Ugh. Yeah. Omen is great as a half-elf choice for Ashara Half-Blood Bond. But otherwise, Gromma. Oh, and Omen's definitely the best in that slot for gold, like for Azaka Farming. Yeah. Thank you for that reminder, Infinite Monkeys and Timnos. You beat me to it. So as you can see, this is, like, it's a little tedious. It was very confusing to learn this process. Discord chat actually helped me with it. It was one day, months ago now, when I was getting, like, geared up to clear stage 1000 for the very first time. And I did it as a bit of an impromptu live stream over Discord. I just went into our Discord voice lobby and streamed my game, and whoever joined me did. And we had like 20-something people in there. It was awesome. And other folks coached me through how to do Baloth stacking, because we have an awesome community, and they're nice like that. I need help too sometimes. No one's infallible. We all have stuff to learn. If you're done learning, if you're done growing, then you're done living. And I ain't done living. But once you understand the process, it takes a little bit of time, but it's fine. Not like it's super annoying to actually deal with. You just let enemies systematically kill off each member of your team individually. What's really annoying is when you're trying to do this on a multi-tank setup. When you got multiple formation slots on your front line. That is annoying to do. But otherwise, it's fine. Let's see. Shobin Rakan, what tea am I drinking today? Breakfast in Paris by Stash. Breakfast in Paris by Stash. It's one of my favorite breakfast teas. It's basically a black tea with bergamot oil and some citrus flavoring. Kale Leonel, should I save my silver chest for anything? Maybe. In my opinion, no. But there is a school of thought among the community that saving your chests, your silver chests, for when you are pushing through an event or a time gate or a new campaign, just something that you don't have any favor in yet, is good. Because you can use them all at the end of your run in order to boost your gold and thus your favor just a little bit more. It can also be useful at the beginning of a run to just instantly get some gold so that you can level people up and not have to wait forever and a day to put people out on the field. But distractions work just as well for that, really. Okay, and now, to check my work, I'm going to go all the way back to stage 1. If you don't know, hold shift and click on the little blue arrows up here in order to jump up to your highest stage and jump back to the lowest stage, which is 1. Alright, so, to check my work, let me reposition everybody. Where are you at? There you are. And Orkira, I want back here. That's... Nope. That's fine. Yes, that's my formation. Okay. So I'm going to click on Baloth's character sheet, and Generous Jin says, current Revive Champions, 10. This is a 10-person formation, so I did it. I've got Jin stacks on all of my champions. My total DPS buff is now 3.07 E 12%. Huzzah! And now with that, I'm going to go back to my highest stage. I'm going to set up my familiars again. Put them on my ultimates. And set up my potions again. Let's put on... Sure. And let's put on... Oh, hold on a second. Almost forgot my Modron core. There we go. Now we can crush it. Let's see if we can't get past 1200. That'd be nice. It'd be nice if we can clear that. That'd be a big win for me. XX128934. How did you familiar click like that? Like clicking the ultimates and the familiars are assigned instantly. Hold the F key. Hold the F key. I had my Modron core turned off because I needed my champions to die more quickly so that it would not take forever to set up my gen stacks with Baloth, because I needed everyone on my team to systematically die one at a time. Yeah, because my Modron core has health nodes that just increase the health of everybody, their survivability, and that actually is like shooting me in the foot, having that on when I'm trying to set up gen stacking. So it's a good idea to turn off your Modron core when you're setting that up, and then just turn it back on. But yeah, hold the F key to place familiars quickly. Alright. Star Chaser, question. How far did you get on your first run on your new Epic account? Oh, it forces you to stop on the tutorial. The tutorial forces you to stop on stage 25. And then I think it's going to force me to stop on 35 for the variant that I'm currently in. So I don't know yet how far I can reach because the game won't let me yet. I got to get to my first non-tutorial adventure to actually test that. K. Malsum, question. I've been playing for about 2.5 months. Nice. How much focus should I put on pushing my wall? All of it. I try to push enough to get all the blessings. Yeah, no, it's actually critical. It's a major component of your progression in the game is pushing your wall. Yeah, you should pretty much... You should push your wall up until the point that you have enough gold and favor that your champions have reached maximum level, which has this little, like, circle with a slash sign through it. That means there's no more upgrades for them. This is what we call the soft cap. The soft cap is occasionally raised, but once your champions have reached your soft cap, and you've adjusted all their feats, you've optimized your formation, etc., at that point, the wall that you reach is your absolute wall until the next big thing that helps you, like new blessings, or new patron perks, or like awesome new gear, like maybe you got a lot of epics and shinies and golds and whatever, or just super high end levels in general. But then you're at your absolute wall until you've gotten some other like big upgrade, and then yeah. Oh, you mean pushing past your soft cap? You're already there. Oh. Nice. Well then, yeah. Ideally, you need to reach stage 1000 in order to get the final stage clear achievement. You know, there's like achievements for beat stage 100, beat stage 200, beat stage 300. That stops after stage 1000. So keep going. Now, if you're 2.5 months in and you've already cleared stage 1000, my hat's off to you. Because that would be incredible. You're not too late, Irian. Welcome. I shouldn't have done that. I messed up my headset. Worth it. Worth it for the visual gag, I guess. I might have to reset this boss. We'll see. I'm gonna let this ride for a little bit longer. J-Dog, question. When does Martin get a guest appearance on stream? Okay, 1, Dylan would have to approve that. 2, we'd have to figure out how to do that. I don't actually have a guest overlay for the new polished version of the show, so I'd probably have to poke Maddie. I'd have to get approval from Dylan and then poke Maddie about doing a new overlay specifically for having a second box. Oh yeah, my captions just disappeared. What the? Oh, they're back. Okay, that was bizarre. I didn't even do anything. I did nothing to fix that, it just fixed itself. Weird. Anyway, Tobarja, does it go away if they die again? Or does it last through the end of the adventure, Gen Stacks? It will go away. If one of these people dies now, then it'll go away. But if they don't go away, then it will last until I reset the adventure, or I close and reopen the game. Oh, nice. Once I Azaka Farm, we're going to definitely reach E40 or higher favor. Nice. This is only my second run for this time gate, by the way. Like if I open this up, you'll see I've got the 11 Nearest chests that are silver, and then 1 gold Nearest chest, so I've only cleared the first adventure of this time gate. So there's still the variant to do after this. Captions again? What the? It might just be because I have a 30-second timeout turned on for the captions, but... Alright, let's try that. Martin says, whenever I mention the captions, they fix themselves. That's amusing. I don't know what's going on here. It was working fine before. Oh no! I stopped paying attention, and I lost my gen stack for Briv and Orkira, so I'm gonna have to set that up again. Oh, the captions are still just messing up, it seems. Alright, let me set up this gen stacks again, and then I'll fix that. Oh, now they're working again. What the heck? It might be something on Google's end, then? Because the plugin for OBS that I'm using, it's called Cloud Captions. Apparently it works off of Google captioning. So it's either an issue with the plugin or it's an issue with Google. Okay, but it looks like I've got everything set up again now. So let me put my Modron core back on. There we go. It would be nice. It would be really cool if I actually could clear 1200. I don't think it's going to happen. I would like to at least get past this boss. And for that, I might end up needing to do... Even though I'm going to lose out on some... I'm going to lose out on a Baloth stack, but I'm going to gain the ability to do Hex stacks. Alright. This enemy is definitely hexed up, so let's switch over to Avern again. And let's put this on times 100. So we can level people past soft cap. Alright, let's see if this goes any better. Because we've lost, like, E1% off of -1 Baloth stack for switching out Avern to Warden. But gaining Hex stacks. There we go! That's what I like to see. Did you see all that damage coming out there? Ooh, yeah. That was good stuff. Yeah! Let's go! Back to questions. Crazy Matt Captain, can you swap Balot's skin and show the Jin again? This skin doesn't show the upper body. Swap Balot's skin. How about Pirate Baloth? Alright. If the Jin comes up again, which it'll probably happen again, I'll probably not pay attention for a split second when it matters, and someone will die and they'll have to set it up again. But sure, we can do Pirate Baloth. Thrill, how do I transfer progress from Epic Games to my iPhone? You don't. You can't. It's something people ask about a lot. Like, hey, can I connect X platform to Y platform to link my games? Can I move my account from one platform to another? You can't. You don't. It's not something we do. It'd be nice. I play multiple accounts on multiple platforms as well. It's so satisfying when you see the enemies grouping up like that, and it's just a big meat pile, and then they all just die together. Oh, that is satisfying. Jester98125, question, when's the next event? Oh, I think it's tomorrow. Pretty sure Simril begins tomorrow. The next event, Simril. With the debut of War Bunny. That's not his name. His name is Yorvin. But War Rabbit, Battle Bunny, Murder Bun. I imagine there's going to be a lot of fun names in the community for this one. Leo Anubis. I'm on my first day on the game, and I'm loving it so far. Almost 15 hours so far. Hold up. It's your first day, and you're 15 hours in? Buddy, get some sleep. I love this game. No one can doubt that. But get some sleep. That being said, welcome to Idle Champions. We're glad to have you with us. I hope that you're enjoying yourself. You have many hours of content to go. I'm 21,000 hours in, and there's still stuff for me to do. Idle Champions is like a pet. It's a lifelong commitment. Answered that about turning off the Mojang core. It was to let my champions die more easily for Baloth stacking. Irian, you're not too late. Welcome. Jetisero, Mars, is that the metal logo D&D hat? Oh, like, this is the D&D logo. Is this metal? No. No, it's not. This was originally black, and I took a silver fabric paint marker and painted over it very carefully. It took like an hour. But I made it go from black to silver because I wanted it to just pop. I've been wearing this for like a year now. XX128934. What's the farthest stage you've gotten to, and in which campaign? The campaign is Timegate, the Merry Map Misadventure Neris, and the furthest stage I've ever achieved is 1184. You're watching my highest stage ever in real time right now. This is the highest I've ever been. All Faker, question, favorite track in the new Bark Inspiration album? Sorry if it's already been asked and answered, no worries. Yeah, Martin asked me yesterday, I think, or was it last week? I don't know, but it all blurs together. That being said, my favorite song is going to change depending on what day you ask me. And I think right now, off the new album, my favorite is Hive Mind. Yeah, because it's absolutely got that Pink Floyd vibe to it. That Dark Side of the Moon vibe. Oh yeah. I want to like put that on repeats, just on loop, and just fall asleep and have the craziest dreams. Has anyone here actually done the whole turn on Dark Side of the Moon and watch some movie and see like how it weirdly lines up with things. Because I have done that. Wizard of Oz? Wizard of Oz? A lot of people have done Wizard of Oz with Dark Side of the Moon. Cool. Cool. Love the guitar, Neverwinter Dreams. Oh my god, yes. Neverwinter Dreams. That's good. I have not done Wizard of Oz, but I have done Paul Blart Mall Cop 2 with Dark Side of the Moon. It's Blart's side of the mall. It's really funny. Yeah. Just trust me. God-awful film. Extremely funny to turn it on at the exact time that you turn on Dark Side of the Moon. The thing is that Dark Side of the Moon has to play through twice. So just let it, like, put it on loop and just let it ride. Yeah, it's really funny. Okay. Commando, what are time gates? I'm about to do my first. And then they follow-up question ask, oh, you can get second characters. Yes. My entire formation just wiped. Yay. Yeah, so this is probably where this whole thing's gonna end. But I'm gonna set up an Azaka farm on this stage now, I think. Yeah, that'll be good. I'll set up an Azaka farm at this point. But yeah, time gates are, well, this. I can't show you the time gate character select screen right now because I'm currently in a time gate, but a time gate is your opportunity to revisit events of the past. You go to the past. You step through a time gate, you go into the past, so that you can play events that you may have missed. This is what allows you to unlock characters that came before you, or maybe you just missed them. So right now I'm playing a Neris time gate. Also, once you've unlocked a character, you can still do a time gate for them to get more gear for them, because you can get chests for them. But yeah, you use time gate pieces to open a time gate manually. It costs 6 time gate pieces. These drop from bosses once every 5 to 6 days, randomly. But also there are free time gates that happen regularly between events. So yeah, I'm doing a time gate right now. It's an easy and free way to unlock event characters and gear them up. It's really good. And not only can you get second characters, Commando, what if I told you there are 91 characters in Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms? There's another one coming tomorrow. We have a lot of characters. So here's all the characters in slot 1. Here's all the characters in slot 2. Here's all the characters in slot 3. Slot 4. Slot 5. Slot 6. Slot 7. Slot 8. Slot 9. Slot 10. Slot 11. And slot 12. That's all the characters, huh? An event starts tomorrow, and with each event you can unlock 3 characters for free. So do that. Do not miss it. Do not skip events. Events are the most cost-effective way to get new characters. Pillixar question, how far do you recommend pushing a time gate free play? I just saw that one in chat. As far as you can without obsessing over it. Like me, I just aim to reach E40 favor, which is like 1 deep push, and then I'm done. So basically, it's like how far you push in time gates is really going to vary person by person. You need to feel out like what's comfortable to you, because you don't get as much conversion rate for these as you do for others. Okay, so let me focus for a second so I can set up an Azaka farm here. Okay, first thing I want to do, I want to get Blanya out here. Plane shift all of that. Knock this guy back. I don't need Vlanya anymore. Let's get Havilar out here. So I put Vlanya in because Vlanya has an ultimate that just zaps away all non-boss enemies. Now I'm putting Havilar in slot 10. Havilar can throw exploding imps at people. And every time she does, that enemy is slowed down. And I was going to get more and more slowed down with each imp. I was going to keep pushing them back. I'm going to get Ayla out here as well for the super pushbacks. Now I have 2 champions, Ayla and Donar, that are pushing the enemy back. Ashara's ultimate is also pushing them back, and then Havilar is slowing them. Every time she throws an imp, they slow even more. Until finally, it's going to look like this guy is totally stuck and he's not getting anywhere with his life, which is what I want. Hey, wait a second. Do I have my Freely on the correct feats? I do. Okay, good. Is my Omen on the correct feats? No! Ugh. Always check your feats before you do any kind of a push. Always check your feats. I might have been able to go like another 5 stages if I had the correct feats on my Omen. Darn. Darn. Well, we have probably slowed them down enough. Let's see. Let's test. Start walking, buddy. Oh yeah, he's getting like pixels at a time. Like just nothing. Alright, so this goose is cooked and ready to be served. So let's get Azaka out here. I'm gonna want Dragon Bait, Barrowin, Dritz, Narak, still Freely, Kroll, Keelik, oh, not Chihira, Jarlaxle, yes, okay, and not Donar, let's do, or possibly not even any of them. Is that Brunor? Is that it? It's been a while since I've manually set up an Azaka farm. I'm trying to remember, like, who do I replace? Okay, I think that's right. Okay, and then I want to make sure that I've got Narak adjacent to both Dritz and Brunor. And to make sure that Brunor has, yes, the 14 wisdom. Gotta make sure that Brunor has the +1 wisdom score feat, Observant, so that he qualifies for Narak's Gets Zerai Focus, increase the potency information abilities of adjacent James with a wisdom score of 14 or higher. Okay, good. And now, Omen already has the correct feats, but Freely does not. So I'm going to put on my Luck of Yondala Requisition Lucky feats for Freely. Good. And now I'm going to put Familiars back on people. Make sure to take Master of Piracy and Pilfer for Jarlaxle and Kroll, respectively. Okay. I'll take Greater Blessings, Roasted Chickens, fine. Resist the Curse, that's important. Leader of the Companions, that's important. Okay. There's that. Those are pretty much done now. Now let's put Familiars on the field. Alright. And Kroll, you've got what you need. Yes, you've got what you need. Okay, and now a bloop, 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 bloop. Ultimates. And then let's do that. And let's do that. So now we're on 10 times speed, and we've got as much gold find as we can. And now we just let it ride. So we've already gone from E38 to E42 gain. This will probably get to E43 or higher. Yeah, okay. Good. Alright, so, while that's gonna run, since this is just gonna be doing basically nothing for 15 solid minutes or more, I'm gonna switch back to my new game and answer questions and play the rest of that tutorial. Here we go. Hey, EOA gold, cool. Let's go ahead and get a Shara now. Good sized troop, recruit 6 champions, nice. All right, more questions. While I set things up for Shara. And I'm gonna do humans probably at first, but not quite yet. Okay. I'm not going to grab my Years in Festival. If you missed me talking about it yesterday, I'm not going to grab like special promotion stuff on this new account. I'm going to try to stick to basics. Like, I'll get Electrum chest codes. Such as my code for the day, which is a play off of yesterday. Yesterday's code was Mars on Monday, so today's code is also Tuesday. Let's open up chests. Silver. Okay. Got a bag for Calliope, and we got an achievement to go with it. Oh, 25 gems. 5 chest achievement, cool. Yeah! We have enough to get Mage Hand Familiar, which is right here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Nice. And now, even though I don't have the familiar dialogue, you can still press F to access your familiars. You can still press F. Even though I don't actually have the familiar dialogue box down here to click on. The game is trying to not overwhelm me by having too many buttons visible at the same time. But I know those buttons exist, and I can still access them if I want to. Does this work? Yep. So, like, the Patrons button isn't up here right now, but I can still press P on my keyboard to access the Patrons menu, for example. I bet a lot of people didn't know that, but yeah, when you start a new account, it hides things from you, but they're still there, if you know how to get to them. Okay, so, slaying them. Freely, Baloth and Mako seem to work well together with Kroll for gold finds. Do you know any more that can give me a bigger gain in gold find? Oh, yeah, the tried and true method of enormous gold finds and thus favor gains in Idle Champions is what we call Azaka Farming. And Azaka is, at this point, a pretty easy unlock. You get Azaka by playing through the Tomb of Annihilation campaign. That's the second permanent campaign, the green button one. It says Tomb of Annihilation, it's a green button. You get to, like, halfway through that one, and you play a variant that's called Azaka's Procession Part 1. You beat that, and then you play a variant called Azaka's Procession Part 2, which is further into that campaign. And once you've completed that, you unlock Azaka. Azaka Farming is what I was just showing on my main account, where you basically keep one enemy alive, pump them full of as many gold find increasing a bit like effects and debuffs and marks and whatever as you possibly can, and then you summon her tigers to beat them up for their lunch money. So get Azaka will be my biggest recommendation. Another thing you can do is just capitalize on Jarlaxle's Master of Piracy. Increase gold find by 25% for me currently without any gear, but it'll be higher once you have gear. His slot 4 gear increases this even more. For each Drow or Rogue champion in the formation. You can get that pretty high by just having a team of nothing but Rogues and Drow. Which is easy to do because Rogues are, at this point in the game, one of the most populated classes for being represented in the game. We have a lot of rogues, is what I'm trying to say. And we also do have some drow. There's Baloth, there's Cthulhu, there's Drizzt, and there's Jarlaxle. And of those, Drizzt is the best drow to pair with Jarlaxle for their gold find, because Drizzt himself also has a gold find ability. Can I explain why those champions, Dragonbait, Barrowin, etc.? Oh, because they're lawful. My freely specialization is set to target lawful characters. So I want as many lawful characters in the party as possible so that they can inflict requisition lucky as often as possible on the target that I'm trying to Azaka farm. Jester Josh 42. Any news on the 30 plus days for a time gate? Yes, actually I do. I'm not kidding. I asked. This is what I'm allowed to say. Okay? So pay attention. The 32-day timer for the next time gate is correct. And that's all that I can say about that. Okay? We good? I cannot say more. Sorry. We good. Okay, thanks. Thanks, Jester Josh. I'm doing my best. I gotta walk that line, you know? I gotta walk that line. I'm a professional fan now. Yeah. What's your gold find at, and should you switch in Morgaine? Oh, Martin asked me that. Ha! I shouldn't, because the gold find I'm gaining in that party right now, just checking on it real quick there, that account's at 2.22 E43 favor gain currently. Looks like I'm pulling in E140's favor. I mean gold. My Morgaine, her highest gold that she's ever acquired is in the E170s. So that's still a far cry from being worthy of my Morgaine's attention. There we go. We just gotta have enough to get past stage 35. We just gotta beat 35 to clear this tutorial variant, and then we can move on. Jester98125, are there any plans to allow up to 12 champions on a field? Ask on Dev Insights. We have another show called Developer Insights on Thursdays with Justin and David. They're the founders and like the main developers. They're the devs. That's why it's Dev Insights. They're the developers. They are the best people to ask about that because, yes, I work for C&E, but that doesn't mean that I know everything that's being planned and everything that's being worked on. They do, however. They do actually know everything. They may or may not answer everything, but they are the correct people to ask. Okay? So check out Developer Insights on Thursdays. It's an hour-long show. Alright, Cassius Mars, have you done Dark Side of the Moon, the song, combined with Dark Side of the Moon, the movie? No! That sounds wild. I have not done that. Kid Stealth question, did the Orkira stacks thing get reduced a lot in the last weeks? No, I don't think so. It's been working out just as well for me now as it has in the past. Your results should not vary. Make sure that you're setting her up correctly. Like, make sure she's got the correct feats on. And that you've got your Artemis and Archon and Narak positioned correctly around her. Gonna heal, and I'm gonna stun. Yeah, she was almost dead there. Okay, I'm gonna do one more pop to get that shield back up. Yes! First try. Nailed it. Alright, and that's it. Now, because this is a tutorial, it forces me to stop here. So, okay, I will. Moving on. Huzzah! Now we can actually play the game. So, we are past the tutorial. This is my new account on Epic. I can't play Tomb of Annihilation yet. I have to complete 4 Adventures of Variance. Waterdeep Dragon Heist requires 15 Adventures of Variance. Baldur's Gate Descent to Avernus requires 25 Adventures of Variance. Icewind Dale requires 50 Adventures of Variance. And the Wildbane Witchlight requires 75 Adventures of Variance. And we can't even... Like, there's no additional stuff here. There's no time gaze, there's no Trials of Mount Tiamat, there's no events going on yet. If I'm changed tomorrow, there will be an event. But for now, Cursed Farmer. Yeah. Ooh. Beast Intentions. I'm changing my mind. I'm going to start with Beast Intentions. Got to beat Area 50. Get my familiar out here so I can start the clicking party. Oh, hey, wild offers! Champion Naeli! I have a pile of Champion Naeli codes. Maybe I should give those away sometime. Oh, maybe that's something I could do for episode 100. I'm gonna write that down as an idea. Champ Naeli giveaway 100. There we go. Yeah. Oh, Nox Anguis, you got one of them from me? Nice! There you go. There's testimony from one of our loyal viewers. Yeah, I do occasionally just give them away when I feel like it. I probably have a couple dozen more left. Yeah, I was... When I take notes, I take notes physically. Yes, I write with pen and paper. Yeah. Oh, Nox Anguis, you were the one who guessed my number of T's! That's right, it was 83! I remember that. I remember I was blown away that someone actually guessed it correctly. Nice. Yeah, cheers for that. Good times, good memory. Alright. More questions. Tagama, does Vlanya's specialization... spelling. Does Vlanya's... you missed an H, that's all. Ultimate work with Kroll's spreading plague? No. No, it does not. It just, like, whoop, just makes them vanish. I guess technically she's teleporting them to a different plane of reality. So they would be taking the plague with them, which is horrifying to think about. Anyway, Rinvincible, 3 years in and I'm still learning things. There you go. I was just saying earlier, like, yeah, it doesn't matter how long you've been playing the game, there's always more to learn and more to do. When did they make Vlanya's ult leave just the boss? It's always been like that. It's always been like that. I thought it reset the whole boss level by removing everyone. This helped me set up Azaka Farm so much. Yeah, dude, that's what I do basically every time I set up an Azaka Farm is I bring out Vlanya. Oh, reliable Vlanya. Tearing him up with that plane shift. I remember when the fast birds used to be really difficult for me to click on, but now, like, I've done it a million times, and it's easy. Eventually, your eyes will learn how to track their movements, because they all follow, like, the same... There's, like, a set number of tracks that the flying distractions will use, and eventually you will just... Your brain will learn what those tracks are, and you can predict where a bird will be. Like that. Rinvincible, you might be getting confused of the Vlanya's ult thing with, like, if you've killed the boss, that there's still enemies left, and then you use Vlanya's ultimate. At that point, it will zap away all of the normal enemies, and the whole boss stage will reset. The boss and all of the enemies will spawn as if they haven't been defeated at all. So you might be getting confused with that. That has always worked like that. But if you zap the enemies first, then it will leave the boss. Every time. Infinite Monkeys, do you wait for Omen Gold Multiplier to pop before using Azaka? No. If you're playing optimally, you should. But I don't want to do that. It would be annoying. So what I do is I just put my familiars on everything and just let them do the work. Speaking of, the guard has managed to pixel by pixel walk up to my formation and kill Dragonbait, but I just got Ayla out here and stopped him before he could make it any worse. So, easily, I just need to switch out Dragonbait for a different character. So I'll bring in Keelik, because that's another lawful character. And then I'll just get Havilar out here to put some more imps on the guy. Yeah. You can't see this, but that's why I'm narrating it. Just bring out Havilar, put some more imps on the guy, slow him down even more so that this problem doesn't happen again. There we go. And now Barrowin's back. And now we'll just continue to let it ride. It's at 2.30 E43 favor gain currently. Alright, back to this. Let's get Nieli out here. Alright, more questions. D-Steve832. So if tomorrow's a new event, will that be a good time to open all the Electrum boxes I've saved? Yes, but unlock the characters first. That's the whole point. That's the whole point about holding back on opening those Electrums. So start the event, unlock the characters that come with the event, all 3 of them, then open your Electrums to quickly gear them all up. Super Butzer. Question. Hello, Mars. Who is better for pushing, Kroll or Elindra in a Zorbu formation? Kroll. Yeah, I don't feel like I even need to, like, expand on that. The answer is Kroll. Next. Shobin Rakan. Asked and answered. Shobin Rakan, question. How fast should the game progress when closed or in the background, including iOS? I must have miscalculated and missed finishing the last adventure in my last time gate. So it is, like, even in the changelog. I might have to scroll a bit here, but... One of these... One of these will actually say... Unless it's old enough now that it's just fallen off the bottom. Maybe I'm just blind. Maybe I'm not seeing it. But there was a change recently that changed the background, like offline or background progress, from 60 seconds per stage to 40 seconds per stage. So the game should be progressing you one stage every 40 seconds for background or offline. But because things are fiddly, that might not be completely accurate every time. Your results may vary. So don't take that as like a hard-line truth. But that's how it should work. Joe Mallow, if you're staying simple for a new account, does Hitch qualify? Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to be trying to replicate what I feel like is a new player experience as much as possible. So I'm not going to, like, intentionally go for, say, the Gearless Challenge. I'm not going to intentionally stick to only the core 12 champions. I'm going to get my newsletter codes. I'm going to get Hitch. I'm going to get Electrum chests. I'm going to play events, and I'm going to play time gates. It's just, like, baby's basic Idle Champions playthrough. I am gonna get nerds, Square, but only once they become available in the gem store after the promotion period, okay? Because that's when they'll be available to everyone. I want this game experience to be more reflective of the every person's experience, no matter where you are in the world. Because the whole nerds thing, there's like a region thing. Like, you can't get nerds candy in certain countries, but you can still play Idle Champions in those countries. So, like, in fairness to those people, those players, I'm gonna hold off on nerds. It's not like I'd be using them a lot anyway. Nerds are fine, but they're not gonna, like, make or break my game. Who am I talking to at the side of the screen? That's just where my microphone is, here. Just off screen. That's actually, it's cool. I didn't realize that. I'm pointing at the exact corner of my overlay camera box. And yeah, like, it's 2 inches away from where my fingers are pointing, is where my microphone is. That's amusing. Okay. So yes, I will get Hitch. You know what? I'll get Hitch right now. Here we go. I got my newsletter in this morning, so I wrote it down so I wouldn't forget. Let's see, PTVJ7JQX RC6Q. Unlock. Nope. Okay. What did I mess up? PTVJ. Yeah. 7JQX. Yeah. RC. That might be a G. Nope. I can't read my own handwriting. That's so sad. Alright, I'm just gonna copy and paste directly from the email. There we go. Yeah, I guess I just wrote it down wrong. Hey, that's a Hitch. So that's also a heads up that you can copy and paste codes. You've got yourself a new champion. Great! You don't have enough gold to unlock them yet, so I'll bug you again when you do. Thanks, Tutorial Dwarf. You're my only friend. It's not true. Brennan McGee, question. Which birdsong option targets Ashara? Is Ashara lawful or neutral? Ashara is lawful neutral. So it sounds like this is a question that really stems from a need to understand the alignment system of Dungeons & Dragons. So characters in Idle Champions have an alignment. This is their moral compass. Their moral and ethical compass. Because morals and ethics are different things. Naeli, for example, is lawful good. Jarlaxle, for example, is neutral evil. Brunor is neutral good. Celeste is lawful good, like Naeli. There are 9 combinations of alignments that exist, because there is lawful, neutral, and chaotic, and then there is good, neutral, evil. And so if you set them up as a 3x3 matrix, then you have 9 possible results for what alignment can be. Kill it! Thank you. Good dwarf. 9 possible results for what alignment could be. Confusion often stems from people seeing that neutral appears in both of the axes of that matrix. Because you can be neutral on the good and evil axis, and you can also be neutral on the lawful chaotic axis. If you're neutral on both of those, then your alignment simply reads as neutral. And it's not neutral, it's just neutral. Sometimes referred to as true neutral, but that's from older editions of the game. It's now simply called neutral in the current 5th edition of the game. Ashara is lawful neutral. She is lawful on the lawful chaotic axis. She is neutral on the good and evil axis. So, If a champion specialization targets lawful, neutral, or chaotic champions, and you want that ability to target Ashara, you should choose lawful. If a champion's specialization for an ability targets good, neutral, or evil champions, and you want that ability to target Ashara, then you should choose neutral. So I hope that clears things up for you, Brennan. Let me know if it does. Merrick, so what's your first time gate going to be for this account? That's a really good question. I haven't been thinking about that. What's my first time gate going to be? Oh, I can actually look at them now. We should do that. Do I have any chest open, by the way? Nope. Okay. Let's take a look at time gates. I mean, there's so many options. You know what? What's going to matter first is the champions that are coming up for events. I'll be able to pick up Dadius and Warden and Kroll and Lucius before I get my next time gate. Presumably. Since apparently the time gates are delayed by like a month, which is weird. But yeah, Dadius is slot 5, Warden slot 11, Kroll is slot 6, Lucius is slot 7, and I don't remember what slot Murder Bunny is in. My choice for time gate is going to depend largely on my use of these characters. You're probably going to see me using Kroll a lot and Warden a lot. Maybe not so much Lucius, I'm not sure. Possibly Dadius, depending on who I end up kind of aiming my first dedicated DPS at being. If I have a high intelligence DPS, then I might be using Dadius as support very often. Dadius might just be my DPS for that matter, and buff himself. Maybe I'll be a Yorvin main for this account, that'd be funny. Let's go! Hippity hoppity! I'm coming for your blood! I'm really excited about Yorvin. I'm gonna be honest, I thought the idea of like, a cute little bunny character was silly. Just silly. And eventually I came around on it, like, you know, we need silly sometimes. Spurt is patently ridiculous. And I love Spurt. Spurt's a breath of fresh air. It's nice to have a ridiculous character every now and then. And then I saw the design of Yorvin, and I went, oh! This is not a cute bunny rabbit. So then I had to do some more thinking, and I came around again, realizing that, you know what? Murder Bunny is very flavorful. Yeah. So I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to Yorvin. D-Steve, code? Hitch? Huh? Yeah, D-Steve, if you don't know, let me be the first to tell you. Although chat probably already explained, but if you go into your menu in the game and click on Newsletter, I'm not going to do this because it'll show my email and I don't want you to know my email, but if you click on Newsletter, it'll prompt you for your email, and if you put your email in, and then wait like a day at the most, you will get an email from Codename that'll give you a code. You put that code into your game using this box right here, and when you press the unlock button, you will gain Hitch, a slot 8 human rogue who is honestly extremely good. I still use Hitch as like part of my main DPS teams. Even now, years into the game, Hitch is really, really good, y'all. Don't sleep on Hitch. Yeah, and he's another rogue for Jarlaxle. And he's another human for Ashara bonds if you're going human. Because if you're a new player, that's the most populated race option. Like, there's just more humans than there are dwarves and elves and whatever, if you're a new player. Yeah, Olden says Human is also in the hitch slot. Can't skip on Human speed. Yeah, well, it really just depends on, like, where you're at in the game. Once you're at the point where you're collecting the speed champions in order to maximize your gem farming exploits, then yeah, you'll have to, at that point, weigh, like, am I doing a speed run? Okay, I'm using Human. Or am I doing a deep push? Well, I might be using Hitch then. Oh, hi, Lyra. Hi, honey. Good to see you. Can't read your own handwriting? I'm so shocked. Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Let me see if I can do an example for you, chat. Sure. This is gonna be a mess. Let's see. I'm gonna write at my normal speed, and I'm not trying to make this look nice. I'm just writing like normal. I should have been a doctor. We talk about the new content. I'm writing my intro script to the show, because that's what you hear me say like so often. Just feel like this feels like the right thing to do. And answer questions. Okay. Hey chat, here's an example of my handwriting. Can you even read that? Because that feels totally normal to me. Probably just made the camera blurry doing that, though. Blech. Maybe a bad idea in hindsight. That's a big nope! Yeah, I do not have pretty handwriting. I can if I make myself slow down, but I'm not going to do that. Oh good, the camera focused again. Thank you, Camwa. I have a Logitech Stream Cam. That's what it's called. Arrowstone, did you watch the whole credits on the new account? I did. Did that yesterday on stream, so you can catch me doing that. I've been pointed out where my name is in the credits. See if you can catch it. My name's in the credits. Both my real name and the alias I go by. Edlad, question, if you were to replace the word neutral in one of the axes, what word would you use? Ambivalent? Maybe? That feels appropriate. Like, that's the same as saying neutral, but just making it a different word. It's basically just a synonym for neutral, I guess. Just whatever a good synonym for neutral that could fit there. And I don't want to say apathetic, because that's not neutral, that's uncaring. Like, you would never do anything. I feel like that's the wrong word for that. But ambivalent, maybe. Honda Hero question, when you unlocked your Hitch chest code, did you just type it in? I've always thought I had to scroll to lock with my mouse wheel. Thanks. Oh god, Honda Hero, yeah! You can use your keyboard! Oh my gosh, yes, you can use your keyboard. You can use your keyboard to type it. Also, you can copy and paste. If you copy it from somewhere, you can then Control-V, the keyboard shortcut for pasting, to paste it directly into the code box as well. So both of those work. Please don't torment yourself by moving the wheel around. Please don't. Please don't do that to yourself. I'm so sorry that you didn't know. But you're welcome. Jester, question. Do you participate in any of the role-playing events D&D has on this channel? Do I participate in any of the role-playing events that D&D has on this channel? Okay, to clarify something, Dungeons & Dragons, as a subsidiary of Wizards of the Coast, does not host any streams on our channel at twitch.tv/CNE Games. However, Codename Entertainment /Idle Champions airs Dungeons and Dragons shows, like shows in which people play Dungeons and Dragons, the game, on this channel. We just had Idle Champions Presents The Trials of Mount Tiamat, hosted by the living legend, B. Dave Walters. I got to send him emails every day. Which was nice, even if he never responded. That's fine. So if your question is, do I participate in any of the D&D shows that are on this channel? I have in the past. And I would love nothing more than to do so again. But yeah, if you go back earlier this year and also late last year, I've done, I think, 4 D&D streams. Well, if you count Extra Life. If you count Extra Life, I've technically played or hosted Dungeons and Dragons games airing on this channel 7 times. Yeah. If you go on YouTube, you'll find it posted on Garwar's channel, I believe. But if you go on YouTube and you search for Storyteller Mars Presents Twice in a Blue Moon, that was the first game that I hosted, the first D&D game that I hosted that aired on this channel. And I thought it was great. I had a blast. Garwar set up an amazing overlay. He produced it for us. Made sure like all of our mics were working and all that. It looked really good. Yeah, I thought it went well. And it went well enough that CNE invited that group. It was me and Garwar and Trevor and Allie, Trevor's co-host for Difficulty Class podcast that he does, and Lee, our pancake artist guy from Griddle Champions. So it was basically like CNE streamer people plus Allie. And we had a great time. But they invited us back to do another one. And that one was called Fistful of Death. Yeah. And that was supposed to be like kind of a western with lots of were-rats and stuff. It was cool. I introduced a Tabaxi character named Dust in the Wind that I really like. Then we did another one, which was a 2-parter. We did another one that was a 2-parter, and that was back in, like, I want to say September? I think? It's all such a blur now. This whole past year is such a blur. But that was... The first part was titled One Man's Trash, and the second part was titled One Man's Treasure. And this is all part of, like, an ongoing storyline. They're all one-shots that can be enjoyed separately, but they're also connected so that there's an ongoing narrative going through. And that's the last time that we've done that group. But then we also had Extra Life in support of the Extra Life Foundation for, like, charity. Codename has been doing charity drive, a 24-hour live stream for Extra Life every year for 9 years. This was our 9th year doing it. It was just last month. And I participated in one of the D&D games that we had. And I also participated in another one. Oh, got a time game piece. Cool. And I also hosted another one. So there was Run the Dungeon with Sean, where I played Jacques of all trades, who had 1 level each in 10 different classes. And he was anime as hell, and I love that boy. I played Neris, a half-elf merchant, in a murder mystery hosted by Rudrum. another one of our staff members. And then I hosted my own game called Battle Ball, which is my favorite one-shot that I've came up with in college, and I've been coming back to ever since. That was like the 8th time that I've run a Battle Ball game, and it was fantastic. We had codename members playing as C&E original champions. We had Kron, Sasaspia, Narak, Zorbu, and Warden, and they all had to survive in this like multi-dimensional combat arena, basically. It was rad. So I think I waxed on this question a little bit too long, but it's because I love Dungeons & Dragons with all my heart. It's the whole reason I became addicted to this game in the first place, is because I absolutely adore D&D. But yeah, I guess technically I've done 7 D&D games that have been on this channel. I've played with C&E people and other like C&E adjacent people a couple of times as well, but those have not been hosted on this channel, so I think it doesn't count. But yeah, Jester, I'd love to do more. Brian Kozasek, question, when is the next champion to be released? In about 27 hours and 37 minutes. So start your clock. Yeah, just come back tomorrow at noon Pacific. Crazy Cajun, when do you plan the time gate usage to get to split the party? So exclude the upcoming event character. Where do you need a second character in bench slot? I was starting to think about that in the background. Crazy. Yeah. Yeah, I was starting to think about it, because I do want to get split the party, like, basically as soon as possible. So, I'm not going to have a slot... Like, I'm going to have a slot 5, I'm going to have a slot 6, I'm going to have a slot 7, I'm going to have a slot 11. So who else do I need? Well, I need 1, 2, 3, 4. I have, in 8, I have Hitch, so that counts. And then I would need, 9, 10, 12? I might end up going for speed champions to start with. Yeah, Deacon or Kira. I don't know. It's not something that I have to decide right now, but trust me, I'm thinking about it. Reds fan, Mars, have you ever seen Monty Python and the Holy Grail? I have. It's the only production from Monty Python that I actually enjoy. And only sort of. Like, it was funny the first time I watched it. It was still kind of funny the second time I've watched it. And by the third time I've watched it, it's like, that is indeed a movie. I would like to do anything else now. But there are certain moments from it that I really like. There are some who call me Tim. Tim the Enchanter. Like, that was a flubbed line. He was supposed to, like, have an actual, like, fantasy wizard name, but he just forgot and said Tim instead, and that's what they went with, and I think that's amazing. So, I like that part very much. Cassius, hang on, Mars. Between time gates and events, how quickly can your newbie account unlock Split the Party? I mean, pretty quick, I'd imagine, honestly. With getting 3 event champions every event, I already have Hitch for slot 8, and then just choosing, like, cherry-picking my time gate champions as I go to fill in the other slots. I'll probably be able to get Split the Party in, let's say, 4 months maximum. If I don't have it by the end of month 4 of this account, then I'll be shocked. There we go. Need to get that level for healing. For shielding, I mean, on Calliope. Otherwise, my Naily was gonna was gonna bite it there. Yeah, and I'll be able to unlock Azaka along the way. Edlad's got a point. I'll be able to pick up Azaka pretty easily. Like, if I don't have Azaka by the end of month 4, it's ridiculous. I wrote a guide that's over a year old that proves that it's possible to go from new account to unlocking Azaka in exactly 2 weeks. 2 weeks. So if I don't have Azaka by the end of month 4, I am clearly playing the game wrong. Clips 9000. How do you get that rogue again? Just missed the start of it. Ah, you're asking about Hitch! So I can't show him. He's not there right now. I can do... Nope, not that. I can do... this. Aha! Here we go. This is Hitch. Hitch is a human rogue from Force Grey. It's like, this is a character that exists outside of this game. If you Google, like, Dungeons & Dragons Hitch, you'll probably be able to find, like, a wiki page or something that talks about him. But, yeah, Hitch. He's a very cool character. He's in slot 8. He swaps with Delana, the elf sorcerer. He would be, like, right here. Like, there'd be Brunor, Celeste, Naelia, etc., Minsk, and then Delana can swap with Hitch. How to get Hitch is you just go into your menu, click on Newsletter, type in your email, submit it, and then wait like a day at the most, and you'll get a code in your email. Once you've got that code, you go back into your game, go to chests, click on this box, type in that code, whatever it is, click unlock, and you will permanently unlock Hitch. It's the only way to get Hitch, and he's one of the best characters in the game, actually. He's really, 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 really good. So yeah, get yourself a Hitch. Don't miss it. Zorpian, 1706, quick question. Why are your numbers different? Because the instant I started this account, I immediately pressed Y. The Y key on your keyboard is a hotkey that switches between standard notation, like right here it says like I have 183 million, I guess, gold. Or if I press Y, whoop, it changes it. It changes it to scientific notation. The game starts on standard notation by default, but from my experience in the community, seeing people talk about the game, and like all the thousands of people that I've met in this game, all the probably tens of thousands of screenshots and videos that I've seen in this game, everybody uses scientific notation. And a big part of that is because once you get to a certain point in the game runs out of letters and just switches it to scientific notation automatically. So, the earlier you switch to scientific notation and get used to it, the better. Because eventually, you won't have a choice. And if you're far enough into the game that you've been using standard notation that whole time, so that's what you're used to, then when you're forced to switch to scientific notation, you're going to be confused. So I would strongly recommend switching to scientific notation as early as possible, so that you can save yourself a headache much further down the line. Oh, Silverian's picking up Bardic Inspiration today? Yeah! Nice, 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 nice. It's really good music. You know, I listen to this stuff even when I'm not playing the game. Like, I'll just listen. I'll just go out of my way to listen to Bardic Inspiration. It's just honestly good music. Silverian, I did check that thing for you. Silverian asked me yesterday, can we, like, paraphrasing, can we get, like, a final for sure, like, chocolatey fudge-coated yes or no about whether we can stream with Bardic Inspiration music turned on? I asked the team in our company-wide channel for it, like, hey, I have a question from chat about this thing. can I get a for realsies final yes or no? And I was told yes. You're welcome. Enjoy. And level some people up. Yeah, look sharp. Get in on this. You're welcome. I'm glad it makes you happy. Those of you who might just be coming in at the tail end of the show here, we got a little less than half an hour left because I'm going to be ending I'm going to start ending 5 minutes before the top of the hour, just so you're aware. Help me to stay on top of that. Y'all know I am verbose. But yeah, I'm going to be ending 5 minutes before the top of the hour. But this means that we still got 22 minutes. Yeah, I've got to. It's a good habit to get into because y'all know we're always expanding. We're always adding new things. So eventually there's going to be stuff in the time slot right after me. So I need to get in the habit early so that it won't be a problem when that happens. Anyway, just 3 more and I'll reach my 50? Wow, I'm doing great today. Monkey Porter, 1983. Question, can champions die in the background party? I'm doing a champions that die lose 25% of DPS multiplicative for the rest of the run. Oh, you're in a Tomb of Annihilation variant. I know that one. Can this trigger if I switch to my other party? Oh, wait a second. No, I think that's a champions permanently die variant in that Tomb of Annihilation. Yeah, so I guess I'm not actually sure what that one is. But can this trigger if I switch to my other party? Oh, you are in Tomb. Oh, cool. I was actually correct. Nice. Awesome. Champions can die in your background party. Yes. So that is one that you'll want to actively babysit. Watch it. Pay attention to it. Don't let that run in the background. Is this better? No, still Jarlaxle. Oh, okay, well, easy now. So yeah, don't do that one in background. Keith G. Question, I am newish. Welcome-ish to Idle Champions-ish. But do you know why when you go up some levels, the amount of gold from monsters goes down, not from boss to next? Example, level 51 to 52, the gold goes down from 51 to 52. Yeah, that's a thing. That's really a thing. It's not like a constant going up. It's like a curve that ultimately goes up. It kind of looks like that. It'll go up and then dip down and then a big go up. So over the course of the whole adventure, your gold will go up. But yeah, if you want to get into really granular optimization for what stage exactly you should farm on, then yeah, go check out, some people have done some math about all of this stuff that you could look into. I can't think of a specific resource to point you at, but I know they exist. So yeah, you're not crazy. That really is a thing. Trontonian. Oh, you're welcome, Keith. Trontonian question, have you redeemed all the codes at the C&E site for your new account? You can snag Evil and his tricks at the very least. No, and I'm not gonna. Because it feels like that's too much playing into time-sensitive things for this new account playthrough. I want this to be useful to look at over the course of time, and it feels like I would devalue it if I take use of limited time promotions on this new account. This is a fantastic promotion for getting all of this free stuff. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna put in the year-end code to unlock Zorbu for free. I'm not gonna do that. I should, and if you're a new player, you absolutely should. But I'm not, just because I want this experience to hopefully be meaningful beyond these promotions. Does that make sense? It makes sense in my head. Maybe I'm just not explaining it right. There's probably the better words for this. Yeah, Reaver, thank you. That's it. I'm taking one for the team and simulating a true noob playing the game. That's right. That is what I'm trying to do. I'm playing as, like, I'm going to do time gates, I'm going to do events, I'm going to redeem Electrum chest codes and get my newsletter. And I'm going to play, like, one of those players who just never notices these banners at the top. Wait, there's a celebration thing going on? Whoa, we could get free stuff? Whoa. We have players that just don't notice those. And that's a problem, and my heart goes out to them because we're giving away all these free things. And I want them to get these free things. But they don't always notice. So, I will talk about them. I'll point them out constantly, but I'm not going to redeem them on this account specifically. I will on my main account, of course. Speaking of, that account's gold find has not budged since the last time I checked on it, like half an hour ago. So it's probably done. Yeah, this boss is powered up to over 2,000. So let me switch back to my main game for a moment. Here you go. So switch back to my main game here. You'll see I'm still using the same Azaka Farm formation. I've only switched out Dragonbait for Keelik because the guard managed to get up to the formation and kill Dragonbait. So I pushed him back, swapped in Keelik. Keelik is lawful, so still applies for my freely specialization that I've got going on. So it's fine. But yeah, powering up over 2,000. And my gold hasn't budged any further. So I'm going to go from E11 Mistress Favor to E43 Mistress Favor when I hit finish. But before I hit finish, an important thing, if you're using freely, is to go ahead and switch out his feats again for his Adventurous Tale feats. Excitable and Master Orator. And now it'll show 3.98 E43 instead of 2.55. Because, don't forget, Freely's Adventurous Tale ability. For each area completed with Freely in the formation, gain a % bonus to the divine favor you earn when you complete your adventure. Areas completed, 1,101 that I had Freely in the formation for. So current bonus, 147.6%. So I'm getting an extra bonus of favor just for having Freely in here and putting those feats on him. So, end. Complete Area 75. Done! I completed many increments of 75. So there you go. Oh, nice! 7.77 E141. Lucky. Lucky 777. Completion time. 1 day, 1 hour, 12 minutes. Technically true, I guess. Cool. Yeah, looks good. Finish. And I will not do another deep push for this. I will, however, just start the variant. And I'm going to make this my speed team, turn that on, and there we go. This is hardly a speed team. I have not updated this team in like a year or more. Wow. I'm going to have to put some work into that. But this is fine. They'll be able to run through all of this. Oh, Melf's sweet Rave Sword that's just changing colors. So cool. Yeah. Melf's sword is really cool. Captions, really? That's terrible. Get that out of here, captions. Anyway, let's switch back to... Let's go full screen, and let's go back to this. There we are. Okay, now we're back to the stuff that matters. Because the my main account can just take care of itself. It's not a problem. Now we can have Hitch on screen at the very least. Let's get Devotion, more health on Nayeli, because that's what she's really suffering from. Okay, And let's do College of Lore. I'm basically prioritizing defense for now, until I actually have gear on people. There's going to be like a sweet spot where I start to move from focusing defense to focusing offense. But it's going to be a little bit before that becomes a priority. Like, I need to guarantee, basically, that Nayeli can have 25 enemies attacking her, or a boss on, like, 25 stacks of Enrage. And at that point, sure. I'll switch things over. Oh, what are you doing there? You're not supposed to be there. Jarlaxle's better. I don't know why Celeste was standing in that spot. I don't remember putting her there. More questions. Merrick. Question, where's the list of champions that will be available to unlock in tomorrow's event? The slot 5 looks retired to me. Well, for one thing, if you do !ICVA in chat, you'll get a link to all of my visual aids that I make for the community. And in the top right section of the Champions visual aid, which is easily the most used visual aid out of them all, there is a calendar of events which also shows portraits for what champions are associated with each event. So you can just look at that to know which champions are coming up. The next event is, I believe, Simral. So there's a way that I can check that. Yeah, the next event is Simral. And then after that is Winter Shield. You'd think that years into this I'd have the rotation memorized, but I don't. Timnos, question, did you get the answers for the questions from yesterday? Oh, I did, and I went over them earlier in the show. Optimus SE question, how do you plan to distribute your legendary gear? Fill up select characters first or distribute evenly among all? Do you mean my main account or do you mean the new account? For the new account, legendary gear is like a year or more away. That is a twinkle of a dream. My main account. Thank you, Optimus, for the follow-up. If you mean for my main account, how do I plan on distributing gear? I've already fully legendaried Ashara, and I'm an Ashara DPS main, so that's the most important one to me. And after that, I'm just kind of doing whatever the heck I feel like. I don't have, like, a really... I'm not trying to optimize it. Heck, I legendaried one of Delina's items just to make chat laugh. As a joke. And it was funny because the game froze up, like, what are you doing? It does not compute. That was amusing. So, definitely worth it. But let's assume what you mean is like, hey Mars, what's your idea of how to spend your scales optimally for forging legendaries on optimal choices of champions? If that was your question instead, then I would say choose your main DPS, especially if they are also a support, and then get your like biggest, most used supports as well, like Orkira and Averin for me, and Baloth would also be good. And then after that, probably tank. Probably like your dedicated tank champions, whichever ones that you use most often. But how am I doing it? Because that was your question. The answer to that is, whatever I want, really. Whatever is most amusing to me in the heat of the moment. Because I'm impulsive like that. Twitch username is needed, which is an amusing username. Why does your game show a wild offer and mine does not? Do they differ per player? Yes! That's a great question. They do. Yeah, wild offers are different for everyone. and they show up at different times for everyone. The only difference was the Wild Offer Flash Storm that we had on like Black Friday, Cyber Monday. It was one of those. Yeah. Where I think a Wild Offer started for everyone every 3 hours for 24 hours. I think that's how it worked. I barely played that day. But I think I did pick up one of them. Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. I got my Orkira Wild Offer, her golden bag of homemade treats. That's what I picked up from that thing. But yeah, Wild Offers outside of that happen like randomly for everyone. And you will see different things in your Wild Offers than your next closest friend might see, or what I might see. Jester 98125, what does the purple line under the chests mean? What? Could you clarify? Chests, as in the chests on this screen? Oh, Pity Timer! Thank you, Idiot Control Someday, and Rajuvi, and Tabarja, and everybody else. Yeah, Pity Timer, of course. Of course. Yes, I can't show you right now because I can't get that. Oh, if I switch over to my other game, though, I can show you. Yeah. Let's go like that, and go like that, and go like that, and yeah, now I'm back on my main account, the one that has all the things, and I go here. Okay, so, is this what you're talking about? The bar that's under this chest. Now that, my friend, is the Pity Timer. See how the colored text in this box? We got a yes. Okay, so Jester confirms that is what they're talking about. The colored text in this pop-up box says, guaranteed epic equipment in one of the next 7 chests. So, if I open up one of these, there's no epic here. That just incremented by 1. That bar just got bigger. And now it says guaranteed epic equipment in one of the next 6 chests. So I'm going to open up the next one. Nothing there. And it got bigger again, and it says now guaranteed equipment in one of the next 5 chests. And I'll open that up. And we still don't have one, so what I'm going to do real quick... I'm going to pick up a few more chests real quick. There. So, guaranteed epic in one of the next 4 chests. There we go. So there's an epic. We just got an epic before the Pity Timer came into effect. So it resets back to 0. And now it says guaranteed epic in one of the next 10 chests. So, you are guaranteed a piece of epic equipment in at least one of every 10 gold chests of the same type that you open. But if you get one earlier than that, then the Pity Timer, as we call it, will reset and start counting again. And yes, Antares, I have a lot of silver chests because I've been trying to gear up my Xeraphon with all shinies. Speaking of, we can open up 1,000 real quick, because I'm pretty much out of questions. The Lurking Writer is asking, will I be around later for Bardic Inspiration? Most likely. I usually end up moderating for that show. Want to try and see if we can convince Dylan and Jason to get a theme tune for your new show? They wouldn't. Look. If I were to ever get that treatment, then I feel like all of our shows deserve that treatment. Do I want that? Yes, of course I want that. I'm egotistical. But also, out of a sense of fairness, everyone should. And besides that, I'm not going to, like, I'm not about to send my viewers to like raise their torches and pitchforks to make demands of another show. Big But that being said, I appreciate the notion. But no, let's not do that. If it happens one day, then it happens, and that'll be awesome. And if it doesn't, that's okay too. That being said, but I'm the storyteller, Mars. Yeah. If it did happen, what do you think it would be? What do you think that song would even be like? Take my hand. I don't know. Oh, Trendator just asked, how do I select multiple chests to buy? Good question. I'll show you how to do that real quick. So over here on the shop, if you go to chests and you pick out a chest, okay, so there's like 1, 3, 5, 10, or 25, right? Cool. What if I wanted to get more than that? I'm gonna go to gem items instead. I'm gonna click on silver chest, and it'll let me choose up to 100 at the same time. So yeah, that's a better way to do it. Oh, I feel like all of our shows deserve that treatment. You have understood our plan. Okay, Cassius. Okay, I pick up what you're putting down. That's cool. That's cool. Nice. Well, I'm good. I'm glad that you're all thinking along the same lines too. Yeah, I know Sean very much wants a song for Griddle Champions. I think that would be really cool. We're not going to get any shiny streamer luck. Failure. So no shiny for Xeraphon today. We'll try again tomorrow. But yeah, if I didn't get to your questions, there's just like a few leftovers here. I will handle it in the pre-show tomorrow morning, because we always do a pre-show and I do my leftovers in that time. So hey, thank you once again for joining me for this episode of Mars Guiding Hand. I hope to see you all again next time. That'll be tomorrow morning, same time, same place, and then again in the afternoon. For the event. Check out all the other awesome shows that we have. Check out Borrowing Inspiration, since we were just talking about it. They make new music, and it's D&D and Idle Champions themed, and it's amazing. It's like actually really, really good. It's not like just a joke or something. It's actually good music. You can follow Idle Champions on social media. Join us everywhere. Discord, Reddit, TikTok, Instagram, whatever you like. We're there. You can find me on Twitter at Ryan Blake Hall. It says right here below my face on the screen. And thank you to Coding Entertainment for everything that you do to make this game and to make this show. Thank you to my moderator, Martin, for catching questions for me. Appreciate it, buddy. And wherever you're on the multiverse, wow, I butchered that one. Be safe. Be kind. Make the world a little better than it was when you woke up this morning. And until next time, look sharp. Cheers. Love that transition. Yeah.